Hello food fans, going to have a light lunch and a low price lunch and a healthful lunch, and it does not require any cooking, so I don't think it'll get much better. We'll have some coleslaw, and we will have bread, multigrain bread, toasted, and with that I shall add a little bit of mayonnaise and a little bit of tuna. We're going to have a tuna salad sandwich, and also I'll have some relish in there just for the heck of it, and it's going to be very good. Plus we'll have a secret dessert, so let's get started. We might have some rain off and on here today and tomorrow and the next day, but we'll have a nice lunch. And what I do is I drain the oil or water off the tuna, and you can put that into your kitty cat's food if you want to, the drained oil. And I mix the mayonnaise and relish and tuna and put it on the toast, actually between the two layers of toast. And this is somewhat healthful. I don't know exactly where it lands on the register of healthy foods, but it is good tasting. Certainly got some protein in there. And not needing any cooking is a blessing. And also the prices on all food seems to be going up a little bit, or a lot, depending on what the food is. Beef, the cow has jumped over the moon. It's as high as it can get. And if you get the frozen foods, they're still available for under $5, but when you add the side dishes, by the way, I'm going to take a bite of the tuna salad sandwich. And it tastes like a tuna salad sandwich, which is good. Let me get my coleslaw. And back to the sandwich. Get another bite, then I'll get this coleslaw. You could probably make a good lunch for 3 people with 1 can of tuna and a couple of heaping tablespoons full of relish and mayonnaise. You get the coleslaw. We lost a couple of good people since the last time I spoke with you. Let me get some coleslaw. People from the world of show business. Here's your coleslaw. That is good. People I worked with who passed away since the last time we talked, Bob Newhart and Richard Simmons. Worked with Richard Simmons on Amazing Stories at Universal Studios. back in the 1980s. And the show we did together was an episode for Amazing Stories, which lasted 2 years, but it's probably not available in syndication right now. It was a Steven Spielberg production. And the episode I worked in was one where there was a fellow who was trying to change his TV program with a remote control, and whatever was on the screen, when he would click his remote, it would land in his living room. So he had wrestlers in his living room and football players. Richard Simmons was there. Ed McMahon was there. Clara Peller was there. She was the lady who did the commercial where she said, "Where's the beef? Where's 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 the beef?" Richard Simmons was very nice. He had his dogs on the set, playing with the dogs. And when the director came on the stage and was ready to start the show, Richard Simmons sent his dogs home. He took them out to a Cadillac limousine and had a driver drive the dogs. I don't remember if there were 2 or 3, but Richard Simmons sent his dogs home in an air-conditioned limousine. He was very, very good to his dogs and very nice with people. And he died recently. Bob Newhart, I worked with him several times on his TV shows. The last time was the most fun. I did a show, and I think we did it at Paramount. And it was a series called George and Leo. And George and Leo were characters played by Bob Newhart and Judd Hirsch. And Bob Newhart did the warm-up for the audience. We had a live audience of 300 people. And Bob Newhart was very funny and very nice. And after the show, he told everyone they're invited to go with him later that evening to a very nice restaurant on the Sunset Strip. Let me eat some more of my sandwich. And the restaurant, I think, had a name that had to do with a lariat or rope, a lasso. Nice restaurant. Let me get some root beer. Indeed, let me get some root beer. So anyway, Bob Newhart bought an expensive meal at the restaurant, and there were about 30 of us people who worked in the show as actors or directors, writers, so on. Turn my root beer around. Have a sip of root beer. Quite good. This is A&W root beer. I was getting the 2-liter bottles of root beer from Walmart when they lowered the price to $1 for a 2-liter bottle. But the last couple of times that I ordered it, it was out of stock. I was lucky to work with Bob Newhart. I was lucky to work with Richard Simmons. A lot of the people in Hollywood that I enjoyed doing shows with have gone to their heavenly reward. Get a little bit more of the tuna salad. I recommend for any of you who are looking to make a future for yourself in show business, do it. Do whatever you can that works for you, that's legal, that doesn't hurt anybody. But there are things that happen in show business to people who are fortunate enough to be working in that theater, who have experiences that are unlike the average person. And when it comes to telling stories, it's fun to listen to old vaudeville type people who talk about the shows they used to do, and they'd get on a train and go to Cleveland for a couple of nights, and they'd go to Memphis, and they'd go somewhere else. And it was actually a lot of work back then, moving all their wardrobe, paying for space on the train for whatever they have in their act. Root beer time again. I've noticed my voice has a vocal range that's less than what it used to be. I don't quite get down as low as Johnny Cash, but I definitely can't hit the Roy Orbison high notes or Marty Robbins high notes. I've been watching some of the old cowboy movies. From the 1940s, 1930s. And they had more fights. On and they would hit each other in the head with a gun that they were carrying if they wanted to knock somebody out. I think they might not get away with that today. There's a movie that's available at YouTube, but they charge something, I think it's $3.99 to watch. Good movie. It's called Ace in the Hole. A-C-E, Ace, like the ace in a card game, the ace. Ace in a Hole. Stars Kirk Douglas. Worked with him twice. Once on Tough Guys and once on the People's Choice Awards. Never had a conversation with him. And now it's time for a secret dessert, and the secret dessert is cherry pie. You open this up. This comes from Walmart. It's 84 cents for a little cherry pie. It's quite tasty. Dig in. Cherry pie. That's good. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening to my stories. Hope you're having fun. And we were lucky we got through the entire video with no thunder and lightning outside. And thank you very much for watching.